According to the EPA, the total generation of municipal solid waste in 2018 was 292.4 million tons, or 4.9 pounds per person per day. Waste production is prevalent throughout the U.S. and is extremely harmful to the environment. Everyone produces waste, and everyone is affected by the effects it has on the environment, considering we all live on this earth and need this environment to survive. According to the EPA, generation and management of hazardous waste can contaminate land, air, water, and negatively affect human health and environment conditions. When things are thrown away in landfills, it produces gas. And while we think many things are recycled, this simply is not the case. According to the EPA, approximately 69 million tons were recycled and 25 million tons were composted. Almost 94 million tons were either recycled or composted. Now, going back to my figure of 292.4 million tons of waste being thrown away, 69 million tons being recycled isn't that much when you really look at the numbers. And as I stated earlier, the gas that's produced by landfills is absolutely horrendous for the environment. According to Earth Today, the trash that is dumped in landfills releases methane gas. Taken one step further, upon landfills were found to represent 91% of all landfill gas emission. Methane is known to be one of the most environmentally damaging gases in the world. According to the UN Environmental Programme, methane is the primary contributor to the formation of ground-level ozone, a hazardous air pollutant and greenhouse gas, expressed to which cause 1 million premature deaths every year. Methane is also a powerful greenhouse gas. Over a 20-year period, it is 80 times more potent at warming than carbon dioxide. So gas is not only bad for the environment, but also for humans. As I stated, 1 million people die premature deaths per year due to this gas emission. And according to the New York Health Department, short-term exposure to elevated levels of ammonia and hydrogen sulfide, which is what's in methane, can cause coughing, irritation of the eyes, nose and throat, headaches, nausea, and breathing difficulties. These effects usually go away once exposure is stopped. So when we look at it with how much is being produced and the effect on the environment, the question really does arise on who is causing this waste production. According to The Guardian, 20 companies are responsible for producing more than half of all single-use plastic waste in the world. So this means the rest is being used by consumers. And often many of this, specifically plastic waste, ends up in the oceans. According to the National Geographic, no one knows for certain how much plastic, which is virtually indestructible, has accumulated in the seas. The best guess made in 2015 was 150 million metric tons. That is nothing to bat at, considering that this would harm marine life and overall just pollute our earth. This is just not a good thing. So when we look at this, considering the sheer amount of waste being produced, there are things being done to help lower this waste production. According to NSCSL, to address the current waste, the USDA, EPA, and FDA formed the Winning on Reducing Food Waste Initiative, a strategic plan to leverage government resources more efficiently and bolster private sector work to reduce food waste. The EPA has 6 priorities: enhance interagency coordination, increase consumer education and outreach efforts, improve coordination and guidance on food loss and waste measurement, clarify and communicate information on food waste, food date labels, and food accumulation, celebrate with private industry to reduce food loss and waste across the supply chain, and encourage food waste reduction by federal agencies and their respective facilities. Today, we've looked at the harm that food waste and waste in general has on the environment, who produces most of it, and what can be done to lower these effects.